All right, I am going to give a brief summary of what happened today in terms of, many of you have seen what is going on in City Hall with Parks Department and all of that, and the so-called catfight that we're having there. And I can honestly say that the verdict has been rendered. The people have won. Yeah. A combination of many things, whether it be perseverance and outright doggedness to what is right, what we should be receiving, what we've been neglected of, is was on the stage over the last week or two. Actually, it's been on the stage for about a year. All right. There were some issues dealing with the mowing, and there were issues dealing with the setting up of. It is vitally important that we look into the dry dredging of that resaca there, because that is going to dictate what kind of a park, what kind of an area we're going to have, because that's another issue. All right, let's get to the mowing of it. The incoming, and I say incoming park director has been in post for about a year, okay? He was unfamiliar with the fact, God bless him, this is in his defense. He was unfamiliar with the fact that we had a system that I set up in 2019 with Mayor Mendez at the time, and I divulged that we need to put water in that resaca because 11 of my babies died. Okay, and so they took note of that, and God bless them, we marshaled and we made an agreement with PUB in order to emit water in there every 90 days. Because that's what a cypress needs, okay? All right, we did this for 5 years. And then all of a sudden we come around to his tenure and we're looking at it and it's all foreign to him. And then he finally, this is as of yesterday, he comes back and says, no, we can't mow that southern section. What do you mean you can't mow that southern section? It's ours. I say ours. Deeded to the city of Brownsville. And it's, no, I need proof. I got the proof. And so I got the plats, I've got the camera and appraisal district, and all that shows property lines going right to the water's edge. So where does that leave the water? That's our domain, all the way from Fonzie on over west of that line. So then, and it actually says on one of the plats, surrendered to City of Brownsville from Brownsville Irrigation District. Well, there we go. All right, so bottom line is, we're putting that on mowing rotation. Don't you love that idea? Rotation has been in the conversation for a year. Not once has there been a rotation, okay? But anyway, it's going to be put on rotation every 4 months. 4's fine. I can deal with that. Okay. Then what that'll do, it's necessary to cut those weeds down because we're not going to put water in there with 8-foot-high weeds, which it currently has, because that's mosquito haven and it won't be fair to the neighbors. You see the whole picture. Okay. And so he finally flashed to it. He says, oh, okay. But that was the first time that he looked at the plat. Anyway, we got beyond that. And so now I've got that. I said the people won. Yeah, we got that triumph on that. Guess what else we won? Cameras. Lights, cameras, actions. I've been funding the game cameras out there for all of these years, actually, and it's tied to my phone, and I can see when, there's a Mississippi National Guard crossing the scene or whatever, and I race on over there. Okay, well, it's going to change now. They showed up with 3 cameras ready to put in position, and I guided them as to, okay, here's the tactical part. That's where anybody that's going to be up the bad news is going to come from this direction, this path, whatever. So we got cameras after all these years. The signs were out there forever. Video surveillance. Oh yeah, sure, video. But now we got the cameras. So we are in tremendous right direction. As I say, the people won on this. And so Parks Director sees that, he acknowledges the fact that that there's a lack of attention towards this particular park, and why? It has the potential for to be the most beautiful park in all of South Texas, for that matter. And we're going to do that tomorrow, Saturday, with my cleanup program. And, I've been doing that for all these years. And so 10 o'clock in the morning, we're going to go out there and do a little manita. They got with the weedos, with the machetes, with the chainsaws, whatever else to clear out, because he cannot mow that southern stretch until they put it on rotation, what do you call it, employee scheduling and the whole thing. And by that time, those sunflower seeds will be the sizes of the cypress, So forget that. So we're going to go out there tomorrow. I've already got it arranged. We're going to mow with a tractor and a mulcher the entire area. So then we'll have it set for them and show them the footprint, the boundaries. Okay, it goes from here to there from the water line, on through. So how's that? We got it. We did what we need to do. Now, Gene Fernandez has a particular methodology, and I, like a lot of you, I'm sure, you have your patience that goes like about to there, right? But when it gets, over your mouth and you start blowing bubbles, that's when you start, I got patience. I really have a tremendous amount of patience. That when we go with promises, I promise that it's righteous that the city should be mowing this year, and then I'm going to organize a committee that will look into the dry dredge. Never seen it, and also we're going to plant all those cypresses trees, and I'm going to tell so and so to get out there and do it. Never even got a knock on the door. These are promises, you see, and that's something that means a lot to me. All right, so there you have it. We're on a roll now. And with my renewed energy from this new heart and all of that, I'm looking so forward to this. And please show up tomorrow, 10 o'clock in the morning, and we're going to show them how we do it. Thank you.
You're on the road, must have a code that you can live by, and so become yourself. Because the past is just a goodbye.